In today's video, I will be going over all of the major things that happened on the February 9th episode of WWE Raw, what I thought of the segment, and whether or not I agree with the booking decisions they made. The show kicked off with a promo from Becky Lynch, who was then interrupted by AJ Lee, and they had actually a pretty funny promo, and they ended up announcing Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental title at Elimination Chamber, and Becky didn't want to put the title on the line, but she wanted to have a match against AJ Lee, and AJ Lee said she wouldn't get a rematch unless the title was on the line, so Becky gave in, and we got this match, and I'm really excited for this. I think it's sounding like, from what I'm hearing online, that they're going to do it at Elimination Chamber and at WrestleMania, which would be interesting. I don't really know why they're doing it again, but I'm not complaining. This match is going to be great. I'm super excited for it. This was a fantastic decision. And yeah. This was a great promo for everyone involved, and it elevated Becky Lynch and AJ Lee and built hype for the match. And hopefully AJ Lee's there the next week or two to help build the story. Next, there was a promo with Liv Morgan, who was interrupted by Stephanie Vaquer, and her pyro went off, and it scared the crap out of Dominic Mysterio. And it was hilarious, but it looked pretty sick. It made Stephanie Vaquer look awesome. And she ended up slapping Dominic Mysterio, which makes me really mad. Because what did Daddy Dom do to you? Okay, Dom didn't deserve that. That's Daddy Dom. Okay, respect him. He is a triple champion. The greatest Mysterio of all time. And you're out here slapping him. That is unbelievably disrespectful. Horrible booking decision. Next, there was a promo between Finn Balor and CM Punk. And we ended up getting Finn Balor versus CM Punk announced for Elimination Chamber in Chicago. And originally, Adam Pearce was telling Finn that he wasn't going to do it. And then CM Punk came out and said he's a goody two-shoes and he's got to be a fighting champion. He gave Finn Balor the title shot. So it's official at Elimination Chamber. It's CM Punk versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I would love for Finn Balor to win this, but for being honest with ourselves, he's not winning this in a million years. I think this was definitely the right decision, although I don't know if it was the right decision to announce Roman vs. Punk at Mania so soon, because now we know for sure that CM Punk isn't going to lose. That's the only downside of it. But I think it's going to be a great match, just like the one in Belfast, and yeah, I'm excited for it. Next, we had a match for the WWE World Tag Team Championships between the champions, the Usos, and the Alpha Academy. It was honestly a better match than I was expecting. However, Jey Uso missed a super kick while Otis was doing the worm, and I swear to God, these people making fun of it. This one wasn't even really his fault. The suicide dive and the spear, those were on him. Even this, although I don't know about the spear, because people just slip and fall sometimes. That's just how life works. But this wasn't even his fault. Otis was in the middle of doing the worm, and Jey had to hit the super kick, but be safe at the same time. I'd like to see any of the people hating on him. I'd like to see a single one of them execute that and make it look good and have it be safe. However, of course, the Usos ended up retaining. Obviously, it's just the correct choice. And it was honestly a pretty good match. I think it helped Alpha Academy a little bit. They put up a pretty good fight. And the Usos even acknowledged that after the match. So, at the end, Jimmy and Jey were getting interviewed by Byron Saxton, and Jimmy said he was replying to what's next for the Usos, and Jimmy told Jey that he wants him to get an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, win the Chamber, and go on to WrestleMania and face Drew McIntyre. I really hope that doesn't happen. He needs to be a tag team wrestler for a bit, but I think he'll probably lose that match, and that'll help advance the storyline of Jay being frustrated and crashing out all the time. Although they seem to just turn that storyline on and off whenever they feel like it. So I don't really know. But a good match, a good segment. It was good for everyone involved, and I liked it. There was also Los Americanos versus Jevon Evans in the original El Grande Americano. And Jevon Evans hit one of the craziest moves I have ever seen. A mid-air OG cutter. They both jumped off the turnbuckles, and he hit the OG cutter mid-air. Look at this shot. I know it's low quality, but look at that. That looks incredible. And that was one of the coolest moves I have ever seen. It's so simple, yet absolutely incredible. I absolutely love Jevon Evans. Original El Grande and Jevon Evans did end up picking up the win here, though, and I think that was the right decision. And I absolutely cannot wait for El Grande versus original El Grande at WrestleMania. And then they should run it back at Triple Mania, too, because it's going to be so awesome. And I think that match should be a mask versus mask match. I think that would be really cool. And lastly, 2 people qualified for Elimination Chamber. Rhea Ripley qualified for the Women's Elimination Chamber. So far, it is Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton. I'm going to be honest, I did not think Rhea Ripley was going to win that there because she's obviously firmly in the women's tag team division, and Lyra seemed like a perfect option to add to the Elimination Chamber because if they want to, they can make a WrestleMania program with her for the world title. I think that would make sense, and it would be like unexpected and fun. So I kind of expected Lyra to win here. I expected Ivy Nile to just take the pin, and then Rhea Ripley wouldn't get. I expected Ivy Nile to just take the pin and Lyra Valkyria to win to protect Rhea Ripley, obviously, but Rhea Ripley ended up picking up the win. But I'm not complaining, really. And lastly, the megastar, L.A. Knight, has qualified. Oh, buddy. When the Vision came out and it opened up the window for Austin Theory, I was like, oh my god, they're doing it again. LA Knight's getting screwed one more time, and he's not going to be in the chamber, and it's because he retweeted that awesome meme about Donald Trump, and Triple H hates him even more now, and he's just screwed. And then he kicked out, and I let out such a sigh of relief. Oh my god. I was so worried, but I am so glad that LA Knight won. Now, of course, they couldn't have LA Knight win clean, because ew, who would want to do that? But the Masked Man attacked Austin Theory, and so this disproves anybody that was theorizing it was Austin Theory. I think that was a possibility, but obviously it's not because we see him in the same place at the same time. Again, wearing black gloves and a mask. Still don't know who it was. I think they looked a little bit bigger this time. Not 100% sure, and it was definitely a better stomp than last time. So I'm thinking it was probably someone else. I'm not 100% sure, though. I think still it's going to be revealed to be Seth Rollins, and I hope that's the case. Although, if Seth Rollins does return here, what are they going to do? Because I assume the plan was for him to face the Braun Breaker at WrestleMania, but obviously Braun Breaker's going to be out for like 12 weeks to 6 months now. So I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to run back last year's Night 1 main event between Punk, Roman, and Rollins? I think that would be cool, but it would be a little lame because you're just booking the same main event 2 years in a row. So, I don't know. I don't know what the plan for Seth Rollins from WrestleMania would be. Maybe they'll just hold him out till after WrestleMania. I really don't know. But yeah, I think the Masked Man will be revealed to be Seth Rollins. I just don't know what he'll do after that. But, yeah, it's LA Knight, yeah, and Randy Orton currently in the men's elimination chamber. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. Let me know your thoughts on my thoughts and what you thought of this episode of Raw. Like and subscribe if you want.